One of the key fundamentals to making a high ticket sale or like a service-based sale is helping people understand their reason for change. I say it a lot, you've probably heard it in a lot of my videos if you're a regular listener, that you're not actually selling your product, you're selling change. So what is that change then? There's two different types of motivation that you need to kind of extract from the person that you're speaking to. So you're not going to create the pain because it already exists, but what humans are very good at is tucking it very far back in the back of mind, forgetting about it and pretending everything's okay and trying to get on with their life. What you're going to be doing with pain-driven questions is exasperating that pain and bringing it more front of mind problem, which means they're going to be more motivated to solve it a lot quicker. So there's two different types of motivations you need to be thinking of. The first one is an away from motivation. Away from motivation is very painful. They might be in debt, they might be in a job that they hate and they're looking to change their life, but they're looking to make an active change now. The second type of motivation is a towards motivation. It could be ego-based. It could be like looking to build something towards a pension pot or something. There's still going to be elements of fixing a problem that's there now, because if you're selling something for the future, they're probably still stressing about it now and it's causing some sort of problem in their life right now, but it's still a towards motivation. There's pros and cons to both. Some people think that you need to try and get somebody that's in an away from motivation now because they're going to be more eager to make a change, which is correct. They are going to be further down the buying cycle. They're going to be easier to help them realize how bad the problem is because it's happened to them right now. It's a lot easier to help people understand how bad it is when it's happening now as opposed to what could happen in 5 years' time. But a lot of the time, I'd say a lot of the time, that's probably not so true, but some of the time, some of these people, particularly if it's an income-based problem or a finance-based problem, one of their biggest problems from an away from motivation is going to be the challenge of raising funds. So you need to be a little bit more resourceful to make it work. So they might need to go on a payment plan, they might need to go and raise some funds from somewhere, whatever it may be. So you need to be a little bit resourceful to make it work. And towards motivation, looking to build something, quite often is like an ego-based thing. So in that case, capital and liquidity and having being qualified financially is probably not your biggest problem. But what that's going to be more difficult with, and the difficulty you're going to find with those types of people, is that you're going to need to get them into a position where they want to change it right now. If it's a future problem, some people they just don't see it as a big problem right now and they want to push it on, let it be a future problem. They'll deal with it in 6 months and you'll get a lot of those objections. So you need to be prepared to overcome those objections. So remember that when you're speaking to your next prospect, you're generating pain, try and think to yourself, is this a towards motivation or is it an away from motivation?